Okay, imagine this. You have a best friend, your person, and for 10 straight years, you take one amazing summer trip together. It's the highlight of your entire year. But then, something goes terribly, terribly wrong on one of those trips. And just like that, you don't speak for 2 years. So what happened? And is there any chance one last trip could fix everything? Let's dive into the story that everybody has been talking about. We're breaking down the #1 New York Times bestseller, People We Meet on Vacation, by the absolute queen of modern romance, Emily Henry. You've probably seen this bright orange cover everywhere, and believe me, it's for a very good reason. It's this incredible story about friendship, about all those missed connections, and that magnetic pull between two people who just seem destined for each other. The story just drops us right into the middle of the trauma with this one line. I mean, wow. A whole decade of friendship, this amazing tradition they built, and poof, it's all gone. It makes you ask right away, what could possibly be so bad that it just shatters a bond that's strong? And we're talking radio silence. 2 full years. No calls, no texts, nothing. For two people who are basically each other's entire world, that's a huge deal. And that huge, heavy silence is what really drives this whole story. All right, so who are these two people at the center of this emotional storm? It's time to meet our main characters, Poppy and Alex. And let me tell you, they could not be more different. Poppy is this adventurous, free-spirited wild child who's living the big city life in New York. Alex, on the other hand, is the quiet, steady homebody. He wears khakis, he lives in their small hometown, and he's totally happy just chilling with a good book. It's that classic opposites attract thing, you know? And it's what makes their connection so special and, well, so complicated.
So, to really get why this falling out is so devastating, you have to understand exactly what they lost. Let's take a look at the history that made their friendship one of a kind.
So their whole story kicks off with a simple car ride home from college. That's it. But from that one trip, this incredible friendship just blossoms. And for 10 years, no matter what was going on in their lives, they made time for one week-long vacation together. These trips weren't just getaways. They were everything. They were the glue that held them together. Until, that one trip 2 years ago. And that brings us to the present day. 2 years have gone by, and one of them is just stuck. And she's ready to risk absolutely everything for a second chance. So Poppy has what looks like a perfect life. Great job, living in New York, but she feels like she's in a total rut. And when she really sits down and thinks about it, the last time she was genuinely, truly happy, it hits her. It was with Alex, on the very trip that ruined everything. Ouch. So she hatches this desperate, maybe slightly crazy plan. She reaches out to Alex and decides she has to convince him to go on just one more trip. The goal is to put all her cards on the table and just fix it. She's got 1 week to repair 2 years of damage. It's all or nothing. And somehow, miraculously, he says yes. So the trip is booked. They're actually going to do this. But trying to fix their friendship means they finally have to confront the one thing they've spent the last decade trying really hard to ignore. And here we go. This is the real heart of it all. What happened 2 years ago wasn't just some silly argument. There's a much deeper truth, this unspoken tension that's been simmering right under the surface of their friendship for years. And the real question of the book is, can they finally face it? And this tagline, well, it says it all, doesn't it? That big truth, that elephant in the room, is the chance for something more than friendship. So this final trip isn't just about saving what they had. It's their one last shot to see if they could actually fall in love. And it's a premise that has clearly hit home with a lot of people. On Goodreads alone, the book has over 1.6 million ratings. That's a massive community of readers who have gone on this emotional journey with Poppy and Alex. And what's the verdict from all those readers? Well, it's overwhelmingly positive. It's got a fantastic 4.2 out of 5 stars on Amazon and a really strong 3.8 on Goodreads. It's safe to say people really, really love this vacation. And the success doesn't even stop there. People We Meet on Vacation hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. It is still charting on Amazon years after it came out. And, oh yeah, it's being turned into a Netflix film. This story has resonated on a huge scale. So what is that one big truth? What really happened in Croatia 2 years ago that blew everything up? And the biggest question of all, can one last trip actually fix everything and give Poppy and Alex the happy ending they deserve? Well, the only way to find out is to join them. The link to this book is in the video description.